I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Harlow, not hide from him. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
What are you up to now?
Accio! It's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a...
Accio! Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
This place has seen better days. Accio! Bombarda! Confringo! Imperio! Accio! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Arresto momentum. Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Accio. Bombarda. Lumos. Lumos. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Levioso. Glacier. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Accio. Good sponsor. Hogsmeade, here I come. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Lumos.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Revelio. Depulso. Lumos.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Lumos.
Good day. Hope you're not here for a knotgrass sprig, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me, till they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Sometimes it seems all right.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Revelio.
Those statues took time and effort.
Hello, pardon me?
Revelio.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow? Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Very partial to muggles.
Sirona's better than most.
Glad you came.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Glad you came.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Revelio. Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
Revelio!
Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Revelio. Also.
First thing I cast is potato.
Revelio.
That might seem like harmless fun.
Sirona's better than most at putting up with Birdman.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
Glad you came.
Revelio.
Hello, pardon me?
Lumos. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Cabalso. Lumos. Revelio. Arresto momentum.
Pardon me?
Incendio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Hamora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Hello there. Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friend. Now to find Natty.
I met a girl once. Looked like an imperial.
Work hard and don't be
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
I had plenty of opportunity to...
Aloha, Mora.
Good brain.
Revelio.
I'd take up herbology if it didn't involve so much.
Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
An honest day's work.
Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Accio! The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Yes, they did.
Revelio.
Using that girl as bait. Everyone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
What?
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our visit. I'm able to Hogsfield.
I reckon I can see myself getting away from here and not...
Extorting desperate gits suits me just fine. Rookwoods don't go down easy. Expulsion!
Your guns are regret pack.
Expulsion!
pay for your deeds. Expulsion!
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Bagan Tig.
Expulsion! Expulsion! You made a grave mistake. Expulsion!
Is that the best you got? Reductor!
Incendio!
Finally!
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so.
Expulsion! Expulsion! You're coming to regret that. Expulsion!
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 Someone messing about?
Incendio! Expulsion! Expulsion! Expulsion!
You'll be sorry you did that.
Turn my back for 1 second and what happens? Calamity. The very moment I don't have any... Oh!
Expulsion! Expulsion!
Reductor! Take it!
Pay for your deeds. Expulsion! Incendio! Expulsion! You made a great mistake.
Nice try! You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
Huh? You manipulated me.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Aloha Mora.
I don't think anyone at the minute.
Hello, pardon me.
Revelio!
I was wondering when I'd see you again. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Used to say I wouldn't pick up my toys, she said.
Hello, pardon me.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
I should imagine for you.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrax. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
But I can't keep it up.
Thank you.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
You can stop a thief in their tracks or steal it.
Glad you came.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Thank... Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friend. Now to find Natty.
Oh, glad you came.
Has there ever been a vampire?
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Revelio. Accio.
Those that go to Azkaban. Not much of a dark art.
Historically speaking,
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Can't get lost.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
It's a wonderful thing to have in the group.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Reparo. Revelio. Lumos.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to... There must be another way forward. Accio. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Not gonna work. Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Oh, what the love.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this isn't.
No, you don't have to feel intimidated by my feats.
Can't believe we're forced to work with these goblins.
Expulsion!
I thought you'd at least hold your own. Reducto! You're no puppet master!
Wonder where we should aim for next. Somewhere else they're lured into thinking them.
Look what you've done!
Serve your mistress!
You're on top of this!
Why do I always end up
You will pay for your deeds! Oi!
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
What?
Revelio.
Hey!
Guardian Leviosa. Guardian Leviosa.
Oi, oi!
Revelio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us what's going on. Expulsion!
Boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Expulsion!
Incendia! What have you done? Incendia! You're idiot! Bombing an eruption! Expulsion! New! I will not be your puppet!
With an ashwinder, no less. Revelio. 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 He must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio.
My wand is... I can tell.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These ashwinders must pay.
Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
Lumos. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, they've also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Hello, pardon me.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop, and Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Disney to Mooncalf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I beg your pardon, but an old woman.
Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come. Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back, at a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes. An unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one, you are. Do we have a deal?
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It does sound intriguing. but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well. But I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money, and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Not enough reflection on the front.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Bombarda. Reparo.
This will surely be the... Nothing like a bit of hard work. Penny does not like such... Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
Bombarda!
That's odd. Why would someone store one? That's not very hospitable.
Accio!
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem
Incendio!
Sword. What fun this will be!
Lumos.
For me, at least.
That's new. Onwards, I suppose.
Revelio!
What?
Who's there? Revelio! Accio! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Revelio!
Lumos.
Bombarda! Confringo!
Lumos.
Depulso!
Lumos.
Depulso!
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Bats. Lovely. Reparo. Reparo. Levioso. Revelio. Seems as if I should hang something there. Revelio. Levioso. These lanterns must belong somewhere. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Perhaps the lanterns are meant to be hung on the hands. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. We got him, Leviosa. Lumos.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far, so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story.
Confringo!
Unfortunately for you, both sides nearer to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end. Ah, you've chosen the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Revelio. Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Oh, deja vu. Watch it.
Lumos.
Depulso.
Lumos.
Depulso.
Lumos.
Incendio.
Lumos.
Incendio.
Running in
Lumos.
circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
What was that? Lumos.
Incendio. Repulsor. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Bombard. Confringo. Bombard. Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Lumos. Bombarda. Confringo. Lumos.
Protego. Repulsor. Lumos. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Bombarda. Confringo. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. Accio. Bombarda. Imperio. Confringo. Accio.
Oh, sweet toe.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Lumos. Also, Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Bombardo. Lumos. 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 Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Reparo. Levioso. Descendo. Capolso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Descendo. Capolso. Descendo. Reparo. Levioso. Descendo. Revelio. Capolso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Lumos.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate again.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio. No pay make one
Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda.
I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now!
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda.
I simply adore this blooming
Confringo.
thing. Don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the dark.
Accio. Bombarda. Confringo.
I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors.
Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio! Depulso! Lumos!
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Does it worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Lumos! Incendio!
I don't even see that I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for what's in store.
Incendio! Lumos! Depulso! Lumos! Depulso! Lumos! Revelio! Lumos! Incendio! Depulso! Lumos! Depulso! Whoa. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Lumos! Depulso! Lumos! Descendo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Lumos! Depulso! Lumos! Revelio! Lumos! Depulso! Lumos! Descendo! Depulso! Accio! Bombarda! Lumos! Lumos. Incendio. Capulso. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Descendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh. Bombarda. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Capulso. Descendo. Lumos. Only 2 lanterns, but 3 spots. Perhaps I should move them around to open the door and build the platform.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Brilliant!
Lumos.
A worthy playmate. Well done.
Incendio. Compulso. Imperium. Bombardier. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Compulso. Confringo. Protego. Bombardier. Imperio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Also. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Compulso. Lumos. Compulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty-night!
Accio. Revelio.
What step? That was the wrong square. I wonder if the chess pieces on the board indicate where I can't go. Perhaps I can find a way to reveal the path.
Lumos.
That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness. I do hope you're having as much fun as me.
Incendio.
I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Ready? Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this? Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go.
Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
Catch is catch, but catch is catch. I mean, you catch.
Also.
Finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail, specifically?
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out! Well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
I'll spout her.
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop.
am perfectly capable of owning a shop. But more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her!
Confringo!
Glacius, Leviosa, Bombarda, Confringo, Accio, Luma, Incendio, Corso,
Levioso!
Arresto Momentum. Accio, Bombarda, Confringo.
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Imperium. Accio. Confringo, Bombarda. Crucible. Glacius, Leviosa. Bombarda.
Speaks for a fight. Truly.
Accio. Imperium. Accio. Confringo. Arresto Momentum.
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Glacius, Leviosa, Accio, Bombarda, Confringo, Accio, Imperium, Accio, Bombarda, Confringo.
I should have known better than to do business with a wild student.
Levioso!
Arresto Momentum. Imperium. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio.
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate!
You don't know what you're doing!
Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Accio. Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
I look forward to working with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
I choose Vestas and Venom.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night. Brilliant.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It is wonderful to see you back here. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio. Reparo. Lumos.
What are you up to now?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Lumos. Depulso. Accio. Lumos.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I left the last last week before you have. Can I invent